Good morning and welcome back to the farm. This morning we're having a few different things to eat, and I know how you guys like to see all of our food, so here we go, a brand new day. We have little buddy here eating his peaches. We've been loving our canned fruit lately because they're just easy, fast to grab, and we just keep a couple of them in the refrigerator. This we did not show you, but this is all that's left of it. It is a banana chocolate chip bread, and we were really happy with how it turned out. It's kind of just like a low sugar breakfast bread. And then over here we have Buddy, and he is cutting up some beautiful, beautiful honeydew. Look at that honeydew. Okay, and there are my cans still sitting there and waiting for me to put them away. And over here we have some coffee going on. What did you get done already this morning?
We got done some flooring this morning in the shop, and then gables. We worked on closing up the gable ends on the shop too, with some rough sawn lumber. On the other end, the end you can't see right now.
I thought you were gonna do corrugated plastic.
We were gonna do corrugated plastic, but they melted in the sun, so you can't.
Tejas.
Yeah.
Tejas. So,
Yeah.
hardcore man. Hey, lots of things melt in Tejas.
Yep.
Snowflakes melt in Tejas.
Snowflakes.
So I have some coffee here and I am enjoying it. And hey, since I'm right here, let me show you another little handy, cheap gadget. If you have backyard eggs and you want a nice handy way to keep them, these even hold our ginormous duck eggs. And this was really a neat little contraption. It's about 20 bucks. You can also find them used on Amazon. I found this one used on Amazon in good condition, but it holds 60 eggs, which is quite a bit of eggs. And the cool thing about it is that I have a little towel to cover it from the sun. But the cool thing about it is that you can manage your eggs better and rotate them so you know which ones are the fresher ones and which ones are the older ones that you're pulling from. So that is super duper cool. Coffee this morning. Some of you have mentioned and noticed our new sign here in the kitchen. Yes, this was a gift from James. He made this for me, special, custom build from James. He trimmed that all out for me, and I painted it, and I just love, love, love it. And it says, home, this is our happy place, collect memories, not things. The best is yet to come, and love grows here. So I think that pretty much sums it up. I'm a sucker for anything that says home. If it says home, it gets me. I love the home stuff. See, up here, it's so good to be home. I love home. I want everybody to know that this is our home, this is our happy place, this is our retreat, this is our sanctuary.
Pig butt.
Pig butt is a joke. Pig butt is a funny joke. And you have a birthday coming up, right? You're gonna be 4 soon? Mm-hmm. 4 years ago. We had the little Tex, the little man. The little man. What are you doing this morning, my fine sir? Huh? Hey, where you going? Hey, where you going? What are you doing? Were you helping Daddy in the garden this morning? You got a lot of weeding done in the garden, right? Those big, nasty Texas thorns. I'll have to show them to you guys. I wasn't able to get them out, but they were really taking over in my back section where my corn was. And my husband so nicely and kindly went out there this morning with some of the children, and I was still sleeping actually. And he got those big thorns, and he said he used leather gloves, and they were poking through the leather gloves. So there's some things with gardening that is so very special to Texas, and that is horrible thorns, horrible thorns, and fire ants. You're gonna get bit by fire ants every single time. Probably go outside, but definitely in the garden, because you're out there, you're weeding, you get your hands in there. You're gonna get your hands, you're gonna get your feet. They're probably gonna get up your dress, and you're gonna get some fire ant bites every single time. So anyway, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. We're just having another day of just laying low here on the farm, it seems to be that everyone is functioning as of yesterday. Praise the Lord. It seems there's...
You want this piece?
You don't want it, prettiness?
I'll take it.
You can have it. It seems that everyone is functioning at nearly 100%. I would say pretty much 100%. It seems like as of yesterday, they had a normal day yesterday. I was still slightly feeling it yesterday, but today I would say I am 99%. I'm skeptical to say 100 because this thing kind of comes and goes, but hey, if it's only a week, praise the Lord. That's amazing that I've had it. So that was really, really good. And if we can start this July with healthy people in this house, I will be rejoicing. So big giant praise update on our health. So that is good. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please go over and check out our little farm shop. I'm going to give you some updates later on just some inventory, some new inventory that I'm going to be putting up in the farm shop. Some new soaps are going to go up in there, and possibly some head coverings I have that might be going up in the farm shop as well. So stay tuned for that later in the video today. But also in the farm shop, you're going to find all of our organically grown coffees, even the flavored coffees. You're going to find all of our luxurious honey. There's some specialty honeys over there as well. Some amazing southern pecan honey. I think there's some creamed honey. It's just available as it is available, guys. So it's not one of those things that's always available. Our soaps and our honeys are just kind of as we have them. That's when we put them on there. But the coffee and the tea is always available on there, as is the aprons. The farm aprons are always available on there as well. And you can see, I love my farm apron. It is a nice cotton linen blend, and it's just so comfy. I think some of these are just 100% cotton. It depends on the apron, but they are sturdy, they're comfy, they have big giant pockets that you can't see right now. Big giant pockets, which are really great for putting things in, and hairbrushes, and like if I have my phone, I can put my phone in the pockets, which is really nice. If you're out in the garden, you can put a bunch of stuff in your pockets. It's just really handy. So don't forget to go check them out. And I think we even added some newer colors. So if you haven't checked out the farm shop in a while, go check that out, because there's some new colors of some new aprons over there. We don't really have an exact plan for the day. I ordered some more bulk foods last night. That will be coming in probably within the week. So as I get them, I will share them with you. Good afternoon, and it is almost dinner time. So I am making dinner for today and dinner for tomorrow, because that is what we've been doing now for the past while. So I make dinner for Saturday evening, and I double it and make enough for Sunday as well, for our fellowship meal, and for afterwards when we come home from church, we have plenty enough to have for the rest of the evening, so that way our bellies are good and full. So it's been a long time since I made this recipe, and I wanted to share it with y'all. This is my own invention. It's called mashed potato casserole. Probably not unique, but I love it, and I have not made it for years, I think. So a few years at least. So what I like to do is I take some ground beef, and I have my ground beef cooking. I cook ground beef like this, guys. I take my frozen ground beef, put a little bit of water in my cast iron pan, and let it cook. You can actually put a lid on it, and it'll help it to cook better, more quickly. And then I just kind of work the cooked part off and just keep chopping it down. And that's how I do my ground beef, straight from the freezer. I don't defrost anything. I do it like this, or I do it in my Instapot, totally frozen, put it in the Instapot with some water and cook it like that. either way works out just fine for making ground beef. But my Instapot is full of potatoes, so that's going to be my mashed potatoes, and this is going to be my ground beef. I like to layer the nice seasoned ground beef on the bottom of the tray and then top it with the yummy seasoned mashed potatoes. And if you are a cheese family, you could also put cheese on top of that, but we are not. So that will be it. And then I'm going to serve that with a big side of string beans. And then I also take a fruit and salad, things like that, to church. So that is it. I just thought I'd bring you along for that. So I'm just going to add to my ground beef a little bit of onion and a little bit of garlic. A little garlic, a little onion, and I usually do a little bit of soy liquid aminos. We really like our soy liquid aminos. I know they also have coconut aminos, but the coconut is usually more expensive. And since we go through such large quantities of things here, onion smells so good. We've only bought soy liquid aminos a couple times because they're just a little more pricey. So we buy the coconut liquid aminos we've only bought a couple times because they're a little pricey, but the soy, especially the Bragg's soy liquid aminos, we buy that in big jugs, like 1 gallon or so jugs, and it's really, really cost effective that way. So a little onion, a little garlic, and a little soy liquid aminos, and my beef will be cooking up to perfection. I like this recipe because it is very, very simple. Everybody loves it, and it's just really easy. Another recipe that I do with ground beef is cheeseburger meatloaf, and that is really, really good as well. I have not done it since giving up cheese, but it's usually a barbecue meatloaf, so I do it with barbecue sauce. You don't need to do cheese, and you can do it with the gluten-free breadcrumbs that you can get right in the same aisle as your regular breadcrumbs. They're usually right there next to your regular breadcrumbs are the gluten-free breadcrumbs, and those are really, really good, and you can just add them to anything like you would breadcrumbs. And we've cooked fish, seafood, all kinds of things with them, and breaded all different things with them, topped casseroles with them, and they are really, really good, so we enjoy them. Gonna have some watermelon, Mama? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have some watermelon. Do you want some? You don't want it? No? Yeah? This is so good. Sweet. Oh, our last couple of watermelons have been so sweet. Thank you, buddy. Good. Super yummy. What were you telling me that you have out back?
We got this helicopter.
What?
Yeah.
How big is this helicopter?
Just as a normal size one that you drive.
What? You have a helicopter outside?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm joking.
You have a license?
No, it's an RC.
Oh, it's an RC helicopter. I see. Okay.
So it's not the one you drive.
Okay. But you stopped flying your helicopter to come in for some watermelon. Okay guys, so as per my other video, I mentioned that I would share with you some of the supplements that my family takes when we are sick and not feeling good. This is not all of the supplements. We have a lot of supplements that we would recommend taking depending on how sick you are. But since this time around it was very mild symptoms overall, we just went with these. So I'm going to share them with you now. Some of these are daily things that we do anyway, and some of them are special to the sick times. So the first thing that is special to the sick times is our colloidal silver. So I've just been taking 2 capfuls of colloidal silver and just adding them to my drink once a day. This is great, like a natural antibiotic almost, if you will. Next is quercetin with bromelain, and the bromelain is really important. I think I told you that the other day about bromelain is naturally found occurring in pineapple. So also having that cold pineapple canned in the refrigerator is really, really soothing on your throat. When it's good for a decongestant as well, is what I'm trying to say. Not soothing on a sore throat. It's a good decongestant. Really helps to break up any type of congestion you have going on in your chest temporarily. But this combination, the quercetin with bromelain, is really good. So I just take 2 of these. Next up is, I'm going to put them there, is our vitamin C. And you do see that we like the Now brand of vitamins. They've always proven really, really good for us. We either get them on Amazon now, or we get them at our local health food store, or on Vitacost, depending. Vitacost runs a lot of sales, so be sure to check for coupon codes. If you're shopping Vitacost, you can save a lot of money there. So vitamin C, I take 3 of these just because I can handle a lot of vitamin C, and it is not a problem for me at all. If you have too much, it just really doesn't bother me at all. So anyway, that didn't make sense, but whatever. Moving on, zinc. Zinc's important, so I just take 1 zinc. I stocked up on zinc back a couple years back, and so we have a lot of these little bottles of zinc laying around. Next one is just an everyday thing that I take every day and my kids take every day, and this is fermented cod liver oil. I love this brand. This is the Green Pasture brand, and I will link it below for you. You can find this on Amazon as well. Comes in at a good price. I take 2 of these, and each of my bigger children take 2 of these. My little people only take 1 a day, but that is really good for all of your omegas. Next up is super elizine. I do not take this every day. I only take this if I'm feeling run down. I talked about this the other day. If you have mouth sores, this is the stuff, the super elizine. But I also give it to people if you're feeling run down or if you're feeling sick. I give it because this has vitamin C, echinacea, licorice root, propolis, and odorless garlic. So it has the whole combination to make you feel better, help your immune system. Next up is garlic. I take 2 of these for good measure. Garlic is the thing that you could take every single day. I don't, but you could. My everyday is my multivitamin, and this is the mykind Garden of Life 40 plus for women. I highly recommend it. I also have the one for men, and not the 40 plus for men, but I just have the general multivitamin for men. That is mykind Garden of Life, same jar, same label, but it's blue, and that's what my big boys and my husband take every day. So I take 2 of these every day. And this has literally everything in it, and it's made from whole foods, which I love. So this and this is everyday for me. Next up, for when you are feeling congested, when you're sick, Oregarest. This is kind of hard to get at times, so sometimes you have to look around for it. It's an oregano oil, but it's for respiratory, and it is really good. I just take 1 of these, and I give 1 of these to my children if they are sick. Next up is vitamin D3, and this I do need to take every single day, so forgive me for not saying that I take this every day because I forget, but this is really good, and I do need to take this every single day because I am a little low in vitamin D, or at least I was about a year ago when I had my blood tested. So those are my vitamins, guys, that I take when I am Someone's getting a drink out the sink. So those are my vitamins, guys, that I take when I am sick. I hope that helps you out to kind of give you a baseline of what works for us here. But like I said, I have a whole cabinet full of other things for if symptoms get more severe. We have a whole nother go-to, and I think we shared that on another video. You would have to look back in about January, around about January. We broke down all of our other supplements so you can see the whole gamut there. But this is for more milder symptoms, meaning we just had fevers, congestion, just very mild, just feeling tired, worn out, that kind of thing. Coughing, stuff like that. Nothing severe. So can you tell us your recipe for the mashed potatoes?
Alrighty, so for these mashed potatoes, we have about 10 pounds of potatoes here. I did about 2 tablespoons coconut oil, onion, garlic, salt, pepper if I had it, and then non-dairy milk. And then you can just mash this until it's your desired consistency. So this is almost right, but I'm just going to need a hair of milk, and this will be all good.
And these were golden potatoes, and we just left the skins on. We always leave the skins on the potatoes for extra vitamins.
We don't need much of this. Probably about a half a cup.
So we are putting this lovely, lovely beef. We put our barbecue sauce in it, which is really awesome. And now we're just going to layer the beef in the bottom of our pan, and we're going to add a layer of corn to it just because I think that would be amazing. You don't have to, and like I said, you can add cheese to this if you wanted to, but ours is just going to be beef and then a layer of corn, and then topped with homemade mashed potatoes. It's going to be fabulous. And you can serve this with string beans or corn on the cob or any of your wonderful 4th of July things that you love. A little bit goes a long way. This is a great way to serve a lot of people. So this and my barbecue meatloaf is 2 ways to do ground beef for a lot of people. So anyway, that is plenty of ground beef in there. So I'm going to save that little bit and put it in the fridge for another meal this week. So here is my lovely mashed potato casserole, guys. It is just so easy and plain and simple and ready for a big family. So my second one is the one that I'm taking to church with me, and I love this big stainless steel casserole oven. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just huge and it's deep and it's really, really great, and I've had it forever. I absolutely love it. So this is my hefty one. It's going to church with us. So my phone's gonna die if I take you over there, but the first one and the second one are exactly identical, and they're both my mashed potato casseroles, and they are ready to go. So now all I do is cover it with a little bit of foil, my one for tomorrow, and put it in the fridge. Tomorrow I can warm it up and it'll be all ready. And my buddy's back there, and he is making up some salad for us this evening. So thank you. You're welcome. Big Tex, my buddy. All right, so anyway, I have plenty of leftovers here, which you know I'm a big leftover girl, so I'm very, very excited about that. I have my jar here ready to go, and I'm gonna be filling that up with my leftover barbecue ground beef, so that's gonna go in here. That'll make us a lovely another dinner for another time this week, and plenty of mashed potatoes to make us another meal with mashed potatoes as well this week. So praise the Lord for leftovers. I like them, I like them, I like them. And speaking of these jars, I use these all the time in the refrigerator. I absolutely love keeping my leftovers in these kind of jars because you can see them and the leftovers don't get forgotten about. And the other thing is it's vertical storage, so you can stack these and it's just wonderful. I just love everything about it. It saves space in the refrigerator. They're reusable. You're not paying for a bunch of plastic stuff, so it's super great. And I've used these mason jars for years in the refrigerator, and they work really, really well for leftovers. So I use these all the time. I use them for drinking glasses. We use them for measuring cups. We use them for canning, preserving, drying. We use them for our teas. We use these for everything in our house. So with that being said, I'm going to jar up my lovely, lovely ground beef. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you my beautiful plate. So good, so yummy. I hope you enjoyed the day with us again today. I hope you got some ideas of just some easy, plain, simple things that we eat and got to hang out with us. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Independence Day if you're seeing this around that time. And with that, we are gonna say good night and good day and have a wonderful, wonderful day, whatever time it is. Love your people, rejoice in the Lord, do all the things, and we will see you next time right back here on the farm. Bye guys.